Stop. Right now, in this exact moment. Someone is thinking about you. Not casually, not briefly. Deeply. Their mind is full of your name, your face, your voice, your energy, and they are standing at the edge of something that terrifies them. A decision, not about what to eat or where to go. A decision about you, about your place in their life, about whether to step closer or walk away forever. And here's what's breaking my heart as I tell you this. You have no idea this is happening. You're going about your day, living your life, maybe even questioning if they care at all. But behind their silence, behind their distance, behind their confusion, there is a storm of feelings they don't know how to name, a storm of questions they're too afraid to ask. And this storm is about to break, because you can't hold a heart full of unsaid words forever. You can't carry a soul full of unspoken feelings without something giving way. And what they decide in the next few days, the next few weeks, will change everything. Not just for them, for you too. Right now, at this very moment, this person is carrying something so heavy, it's keeping them awake in the middle of the night. They pick up their phone. They type your name. They stare at the screen, and then they delete it. Not because they don't want to reach out, but because what they want to say feels too big, too real, too vulnerable to put into words. They rehearse conversations with you that never happen. They imagine scenarios where they finally tell you the truth. But every time they get close, fear wraps its hands around their throat and pulls them back into silence. And here's the part that will ache in your chest. They are not silent because they don't care. They are silent because they care so much it scares them. Because you are not just anyone. You never were. You touched something in them they didn't know could be touched. You woke something in them they thought was asleep forever. And now they're terrified. Terrified of losing you. Terrified of not being enough. Terrified that if they speak, everything will shatter. So they wait. They watch. They hope you'll somehow read their mind, feel their heart, understand without them having to risk everything. But waiting has a cost, and that cost is growing heavier every single day. So what exactly are they trying to decide? Inside this person's heart right now, there are 3 paths stretching out in front of them. 3 possible futures, and they are standing at the intersection, paralyzed, because each road feels like it could lead to everything or nothing. The first road, they choose you completely. They let go of their fear, their pride, their past, and they step into the unknown with you. They risk rejection. They risk heartbreak. They risk the pain of trying and losing, but they also risk finding something rare, something real, something worth every ounce of courage it takes to say, I want you. I choose you. No more hiding. The second road, they protect themselves and walk away. They convince themselves it's safer to let you go than to risk being hurt again. They tell themselves, maybe it's not meant to be. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Maybe they don't feel the same way. And so they disappear, slowly or suddenly. They create distance. They build walls. They choose safety over the wild, unpredictable beauty of love. The third road, they stay exactly where they are, stuck in the in-between, not moving forward, not moving back, waiting for a sign, waiting for you to make the first move, waiting for certainty in a world that offers none. And here's the truth. Waiting feels safe, but it's the most dangerous road of all, because while they wait, life keeps moving. You keep moving, and one day, they'll realize that the decision was made for them. By time, by distance, by someone else who didn't hesitate. But what's stopping them right now from choosing the first road? What's holding them back from reaching for you? There are forces inside this person's soul that are louder than their feelings for you. And you need to understand them because they explain everything. The first force, the ghost of someone who hurt them before. Someone who made them believe that love is just another word for pain. That opening your heart is just another way to get it broken. And even though you are nothing like that person, even though you are safe, kind, different, their past is whispering, don't trust this. It will end the same way. You'll give everything and lose everything. The second force, the fear that they are not enough for you. They look at you and see someone incredible, someone beautiful, someone whole. And then they look at themselves and see cracks, flaws, mistakes, unhealed wounds. And they wonder, why would someone like them choose someone like me? What do I have to offer that won't disappoint them? Insecurity doesn't ask logical questions. It just plants doubt where love is trying to grow. The third force, the terror of losing what little they have with you right now. Maybe you're friends. Maybe you talk sometimes. Maybe you're in each other's lives in some small, fragile way, and they're terrified that if they ask for more, if they reach for something deeper, you'll pull away completely. So they settle, they take the crumbs, because crumbs feel safer than risking the whole meal and ending up with nothing. The fourth force, the weight of forever. Choosing you doesn't feel like a simple choice. It feels permanent. It feels like they're deciding the rest of their life in one moment. And that heaviness, that responsibility, that bigness of it all, it's crushing them. But here's where everything gets more complicated. Because while they're wrestling with all of this, something is happening that they don't fully understand yet. Your energy right now, in this exact season of your life, is speaking louder than any words ever could. And they are listening. They are watching. They are feeling. Every single thing you do is sending them a message. If you're chasing them, they feel pressure. If you're distant, they feel forgotten. If you're thriving, growing, glowing without them, they feel urgency. If you're stuck, waiting, hoping, they feel guilt. And here's the most powerful truth I can give you today. The most magnetic thing you can be right now is not available, but not desperate. Not cold, but not chasing. Not indifferent, but not waiting. You become irresistible the moment you show up as someone who values themselves. Someone who is whole on their own, but open to connection. Someone who doesn't need them, but would welcome them. That energy, that self-assured presence, that quiet confidence, it creates a pull they cannot ignore. It makes them think, if I don't choose them now, someone else will. If I don't step forward, I'll lose them. Not because they're playing games, but because they're living their life. And that realization, that fear of losing you to your own growth, to your own peace, to someone who sees your worth faster than they did, that's what finally breaks the paralysis. So here's my question for you. Are you showing up powerfully right now, or are you shrinking? And if you felt something shift in your chest while hearing this, if these words are touching something true inside you, do me one favor, hit that like button right now. Not for me, for you, because it reminds you that you're choosing yourself in this moment. And if you want more truths like this, more understanding of the heart, subscribe and turn on notifications, because what I'm about to tell you next changes everything. Let's continue. There is something happening inside them that they cannot stop. A build-up, a pressure, a crescendo of feelings that grows louder every single day. Every song reminds them of you. Every couple they see makes them wonder what it would feel like to hold your hand without fear. Every quiet moment is filled with your name. Every night before they fall asleep, their last thought is you, and this tension is building toward one inevitable moment, the breaking point. The moment when staying silent becomes more painful than speaking. When the fear of losing you becomes greater than the fear of rejection. When holding it all inside feels like drowning. And that moment is closer than you think. It could be tomorrow. It could be next week. It could be the night after they read a message from you, or see your face, or feel that ache in their chest one more time. But here's what you need to understand. You cannot force that moment to arrive. You cannot beg it into existence. You cannot manipulate someone into readiness, because readiness is not something you convince someone of. It's something they find inside themselves. When the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the fear of change, when love becomes louder than fear, when you become more important than their comfort zone, that's when they'll choose. But while they're deciding about you, there is something far more important happening. Something that will determine not just if they choose you, but if you even want them to. What is it? Before they decide about you, You must decide about yourself. You must ask yourself the most important question of all. Am I willing to wait for someone who is standing at a crossroads, looking at me, and still hesitating? Because here's the truth that will set you free. You can be everything. Beautiful, kind, loyal, rare, magic, and someone can still hesitate. Not because you're not enough, but because they are not ready, and you cannot love someone into readiness. You cannot inspire someone into courage. You cannot convince someone to see your worth if they are still learning to see their own. So you have 3 choices, 3 roads of your own. The first choice, wait with grace. Give them space while still honoring yourself. No begging, no pressure, no games, just quiet strength. The second choice, walk away with love. Decide that uncertainty is not the foundation you want to build a life on. Release them, bless them. Trust that if it's meant to be, clarity will bring them back. The third choice, speak your truth. Stop wondering. Stop guessing. Ask them directly. Where do you see this going? What do you feel? Because I need to know. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is stop waiting and start asking. But whatever you choose, choose it powerfully. Choose it consciously. Choose it from a place of self-respect, not desperation. Because the worst thing you can do is put your life on pause while someone else figures out if they want to be in it. And this brings us to the final truth. The 3 ways this story ends. Let me be honest with you about what happens next, because you deserve to know all 3 possibilities. Ending number 1. They choose you clearly. One day, maybe soon, they will reach out. They will find the words. They will say what's been sitting heavy in their chest, and their actions will finally match their feelings. They will show up consistently, openly, seriously. If this happens, receive them, but watch closely. Words without action are just beautiful sounds. Consistency is the only proof that matters. Ending number 2. They choose fear and distance. They will fade, slowly at first, then completely. And it will hurt. It will feel like rejection. But let me tell you something that might heal that ache. When someone walks away because they are afraid, it is not about your worth. It is about their capacity. They are choosing comfort over courage, familiarity over the unknown, and that is their loss, not yours. You were never too much. They were just not ready for someone like you. Ending number 3. They come back later after time and growth. Sometimes love stories have intermissions. Sometimes people need to lose you to understand what they had. Sometimes distance teaches what presence could not. If they return healed, ready, different, it's not weakness to reconsider. It's wisdom to see if they did the work. But here's what never changes. No matter which ending comes, your value does not decrease. Your worth is not determined by their decision. Your light does not dim because someone couldn't handle the brightness. You are not less because someone was not ready. You are exactly who you've always been. Whole, worthy, deserving of someone who doesn't hesitate. Which brings me to the most important message of all. Someone out there is making a very important decision about you. Everything could change, but the most powerful moment will not come from their choice. It will come from yours. Will you choose to love yourself while they decide? Will you choose to build your life instead of pausing it? Will you choose your peace over their confusion? Will you choose to believe that the right person won't leave you wondering? Because the truth is this, the right person will not make you a maybe. They will make you a priority. The right person will not leave you guessing. They will leave you knowing. The right person will not take months to realize what's standing in front of them. They will see you clearly from day one. And if this person chooses you, let it be because they saw your light and ran toward it. Not because you dimmed yourself to make them comfortable. Let it be because they are ready. Not because you waited so long they felt obligated. Let it be because they want to grow with you. Not because they settled for you. And if they don't choose you, release them. Not with bitterness, not with anger, but with grace, with gratitude for the lesson, with trust that life is redirecting you toward someone who will not hesitate, Someone who will not question. Someone who will not doubt. Someone who will see you and say without fear or confusion, "Yes, you, it's always been you. Welcome to Psychology Roulette." This is where we explore the deepest truths about the human heart. If this message reached you today, if it touched something real, if it made you feel seen, subscribe right now. Turn on that bell and tell me in the comments, are you the one waiting or the one deciding? Let's hold space for each other's hearts. And remember this always. Never lose yourself while waiting for someone to find you. Because the greatest love story of your life begins the moment you stop waiting for permission to choose yourself. You were never meant to be someone's maybe. You were always meant to be someone's absolutely.